Hello everyone. Good morning, Paraguay, and good evening, Sri Lanka. Hope you all are staying safe and healthy. It's already been 2 weeks since our day one and day two. I'm really glad to see that our friends from both countries have already wanted getting to know each other and made new friendships although. So we live in two countries in two separate continents far away from each other, but we are glad to. We are glad that this project was organized by the WI Affinity Group of UNA Paraguay with the WI Affinity Group of SLTC in collaboration with MUN Club of SLTC. So then I recall something about our previous sessions. So you guys came to the first week session and we did some amazing work on that day, and we got to know our teams, learn how to write an email correctly, and did a small game team-wise. So the alphabetic challenge and enjoy the song from our talented friends of our. And also finally, we gave a crossword puzzle. I think you can remember to complete during the first week. So then the second week, we learned about the workplace equities and how to have a telephone conversation. Also, we happily finished the team-wise Fictionary game and the most fun tug of war game. I think you all guys enjoyed a lot. So like that, day one and day two, we spent well. So with our friends. And then Teja, what we're going to do today? What are the special events we have to do today?
Yes, Savindya. Today we hope to do a comprehensive game. It's a read and fills and group presentations you made. Then we have to go an interesting quiz about technology. Next, movie master game. Later, we hope to go to the last session of today, which is a singer song. So, now we are going to find out the winners of last week games. Before moving on to the leaderboard, I would like to congratulations you all as all teams and participated very well, of course. So you can see third place goes to Sparkles team. Then second place goes to Teams Chucky. The first place goes to Amigos. Congratulations all the teams and members. Very well done, y'all. So yeah, then we move on our very first session. We have arranged an interactive as well as a fun session for you. A game called Tour, Read and Fill. Some of you may have heard about it. Some of you may not. So first I give you all guidelines. Okay. Please listen carefully and don't hesitate to put a message in chat box if you want to clarify something. Okay. So first you will be assigned to breakout rooms. Okay. You can see the breakout rooms which are renamed as your team's name. Okay, first log in into the respective room. After joining, assign a team to go to the Google form and to share the screen. Then you get a paragraph to read carefully, discuss and answer. Only one Google form per team needs to be submitted. Okay, we'll send a message through Zoom chat and WhatsApp group also to the link of Google form. We'll give 20 minutes for this game. Then the time is over. Breakout rooms will be closed and you will be redirected to the main session. So that's how the game will go on. So if you guys are clear, you can join the respective breakout room. Then you can go to the link and good luck. Join soon, guys. Join soon, guys. So others, can you see breakout rooms, okay? Yes, you have to go to the breakout rooms. Hello guys, you see breakout room, so right? You can join your respective breakout rooms. So, okay. Uh,
Are you answering the question?
didn't work, and he what you were saying, Ada? Like he regretted, like he saw the good in life at the end.
So even if he has a lot of bad memories, there were some of them that were good for them. So for that good memories, he decided to stay and stay for his family too.
Mm-hmm.
So he also tell us to stop a minute and think about the good memories we have before we try to take the decision of commit suicide. That's the last part of
feel that kind of pain. I did not want to die.
Who's gonna read next? Like Mimi, can you do it?
I heard
Okay.
myself whisper, "Oh Jesus." The gun fell from my hand into the darkness of the wood. My mind was still swimming, trying to grasp what had just happened. What was going on? Was I still alive? I had to get out of the trap. I struggled with the seat belt while clawing at the door searching for the handle. I could not get free. I had to get free. I had to get out of this trap. Finally, the seat belt re- relinquished its hold and the door flung open. I fell from the seat onto the November ground. I was on all fours, vomiting like I was myself of the past that night. I had never felt so alone before. I was alone in the darkness, alone in the chaos, alone in the darkness. Alone in the chaos.
That he had me gone through with his love like this. Is that okay, Tanya?
Are you still seeing my screen?
Yes, I can see.
Is the answer okay, Leda?
I think it's okay.
Cool. I don't know what TH means.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Chamatka.
You're finding the answers to the questions.
Okay. I'm roaming.
I'm sorry?
I'm roaming. Yeah, go on. I'm just looking.
Yeah, sure. So I've given them 5 minutes to find one question, find the answer to a question each. So yeah.
That's I'll go to the main session. So
Okay.
okay, bye.
Bye.
Hope you all have enjoyed the game. Now we are going to see the cultural difference between Sri Lanka and Paraguay presentations you made this week. Let's go to each group and see. You all add marks to this. Okay. Uh, it would be nice if you can turn on the cam. One member can share the screen and you all can present. So first I would like to invite group no distance team. You can present now. Your presentation.
Let's start.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Great. Good morning, Paraguay. Good afternoon, Sri Lanka. We are Team D, no distances. We're going to talk about cultural difference that we have between Sri Lanka and Paraguay. If we define culture, culture can be called the way of life for an entire society. It can vary by religions or national. But if we consider a country, we can be considered in as one culture unit. As such, it includes code of manners, dress, languages, religious, festivals, art, architecture, system beliefs, and more. There are many more things in culture, but as the time allocation, we can describe a few things. With you, Chanukka.
So thank you, Florencia. So Sinhala and Tamils are the official language of Sri Lanka. The Sinhala is the first official language in Sri Lanka. The native language of Sinhalese people who constitutes the approximately 70% of Sri Lanka population. Sinhala is widely spoken in southern and western and central part of the island, which equal approximately 13 million people. As we consider the Tamil is the Sri Lankan second official language spoken by the 5 million people on the island, which is about the 50% of population. Tamil is almost exclusively spoken in the northern and the eastern part of the island. So the major of the Sri Lankans are conversions in the English. So you are the unlike the phrase community issues. The Sri Lankans learn English as a second language at school start from primary grades. Sri Lankan English is essentially British English used with queerly local phrases and words. Thank you. Over to you, Miss Florencia.
Thank you. Well, in Paraguay, we have two official languages, which are Spanish and Guarani. Spanish is the language brought by Spanish people when they came here, and Guarani is not the language of the people who already live here in South America. Spanish is taught by 90% of the population in Paraguay, and Guarani, 60% of the population. We also have English. I don't know if you still hear me. I think yes. We also have a few people who talk English because you can study here, but not all the people can access to this. So back to you. Over to Pramila.
Thank you, Florencia. When it comes to the religion in Sri Lanka, we can see four main types: Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity. Buddhism is the major religion is followed in Sri Lanka. The Sinhalese majority follow Buddhism, Tamil people follow Hinduism, Muslim people follow Islam, and the rest, who has also known as Burgher, follow Christianity. Over to you.
Thank you. So in Paraguay, several religions are professed, but the four most popular are the Catholic religion, professed by Catholics, the Protestant, who are mostly Christians, also the Mormon religion, professed by Mormons, and also the Jews. I should be added that in Sri Lanka, the most popular religion is Buddhism, and Paraguay is the Catholic religion. Thank you, and over to you, Tarindu.
Good job, you guys. So next, I would like to invite Team Chucky. Hi everyone, good morning to Paraguay and good evening to Sri Lanka. We are Team Choki and we are going to present a presentation on the topic of cultural differences between Sri Lanka and Paraguay. Dinesha will discuss about what is culture. Dinesha, it's over to you.
Thank you, Rakshana. Culture is the characteristic and knowledge of a particular group of people encompassing languages, religion, cuisine, social habits, music, and arts. Ishadi?
Thank you, Dinesha. I will describe Sri Lankan food culture. Sri Lankans had rice and other cereal as their main food. In addition to the main staple, they have other food items such as meat, fish, eggs, and vegetables. In confectionery consisted of variety of items, namely alua, halapa, inguru dosi, puhul dosi, velli talapa, panimalalu, dadol, lalu, and kiroti. The confectionery items which are famous today are the ones that culturally transform during a long period. Now I hand over to Leah. Leah, you can continue.
Thank you, Shadi. Paraguay's cuisine traditionally includes meat, vegetable, corn, manioc, and a lot of fruits. In Paraguay, we use tatacua for cook the food. It's like a stew. Some of the most popular foods here are chipaguazú, sopa paraguaya, payagua mascada, chipa, and it's traditional for us to eat barbecues. Next line, please. Also in Paraguay exists an official drink that it's called terere. It is water with herbs served in a wampa. Next slide, please. Rakshana, you can continue.
Thank you, Ria. In this slide, we are going to discuss about differences between languages. Next slide. In Sri Lanka, we use Sinhala and Tamil as official languages and use English as a link language. The development of languages are influenced by several reasons in Sri Lanka. Next.
The two official languages of Paraguay are Spanish and Guarani. Spanish colonizer introduced Spanish language in Paraguay, and Guarani language came from Tupa-Guarani descent people. I hand over to Kavisha to continue the presentation. Kavisha, over to you.
Thank you, Rakshana. I'm going to describe about the difference between attires. Next slide. In Sri Lanka, usually women wear skirts, blouse, frocks, trousers, t-shirt, but in special occasions, they wear sari or sari. Usually men wear sarong, t-shirt, shirts, and trousers. Then I hand over to Leah to explain their culture. Over to Leah.
Thank you, Kavisha. The traditional clothing in Paraguay for women is a cotton shirt called tupoi, and a long skirt that has fabric with designs with ñanduti and aopoi. For men, it's cotton pants and aopoi shirt and piri hat. Next slide, please.
Yes. Let's see about the difference between religions. Next slide. There are mainly four religious people in Sri Lanka. They are Buddhist, Muslims, Hindus, and Christians. Ortilia.
Thank you. Paraguay is a secular country, but most of the inhabitants profess the Catholic religion. So because that, most of the Catholic holidays are celebrated for it at the national level. Even so, there are believers of many other religions in Paraguay. Next slide, please.
This slide, we would like to talk about differences between customs and social behaviors in Paraguay and Sri Lanka. Next slide, please. In this slide, next. Okay. In this slide, we invite to photograph about the Sri Lanka social behaviors. This is a picture of a towel and this is a picture of a wedding occasion. Actually, most social behaviors has been influenced its long history and its woods heritage. And next slide, please. This slide includes the social behaviors of the Paraguay. Actually, they are very warm and happy with everyone, and they hug each other when they meet. And this is the end of our presentation. Next slide. Thank you all who are listening to us, and have a good day. Thank you.
Good job, you guys. So next, I would like to invite Team B, Phonics.
Hi, we are the team B. We are the phonics team, and we will be talking about the cultural difference between Paraguay and Sri Lanka. So, Savindi, are you there? Or Teja, can you please?
Yeah, sure. A glance at Sri Lanka. Yeah, you can say Sri Lanka is a South Asian country. with total area, you can see 64,130 square kilometers. At the end of the 7th century, the first Sinhalese arrived in Sri Lanka. In the 14th century, a southern Indian dynasty established a Tamil kingdom in northern Sri Lanka. The coasts of the island were controlled by the Portuguese and the Dutch. The island was ceded to the British in 1796. As Ceylon became independent in 1948, its name was changed to Sri Lanka in 1972. Then tension between the majority Sri Lanka Sinhalese and Tamil separates erupt into war in 1983. After 2 decades of fighting, the government and the Liberation Tiger of Tamil LTTE formalized a high the fire in February 2022. Since the end of the conflict in 29, the government has enacted the ambitious program of economic development projects. In addition to efforts to rebuild its economy, the government has resettled civilians who were displaced during the conflict and released most of the captured LTTE ex-combatants. So yeah, next slide, please.
Thank you. Okay, a glance at Paraguay. We are a sovereign republic in South America. In 1811, Paraguay declared independence from Spain. Paraguay lost 2/3 of its adult males and much of its territory in the catastrophic Triple Alliance War against Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. The country stagnated economically for the next half century. Following the Chaco War with Bolivia, Paraguay gained territory of the Chaco lowland region. The 35-year military dictatorship of Alfredo Stroessner ended, and the speed and market increase in political infighting in recent years. Paraguay held relatively free and regular presidential elections since the country's return to democracy. And there is a general culture of Paraguay. The majority of the population speaks two languages, Spanish and Guarani. Over the years, these languages have been mixed, creating a unique dialect for the region. Their traditional musics are polka and guarania. You heard the guarania in the last session. Some typical foods are bejú, chipa, cocido, and cassava, who is mandioca for us. Paraguayans tend to drink tereré, a kind of cold tea, when they get together with friends or family. If it's cold, drink mate, which is the same as tereré but hot.
Okay, let me discuss about religion in Sri Lanka. The population of Sri Lanka is of various religions. According to the census, there are 0.2% of the Sri Lankans were Buddhist, and the Hindus and Muslims are there. Buddhism is considered to be the state religion of Sri Lanka, and the Constitution of Sri Lanka gives special privileges to the government, which is bound to protect and nurture Buddhism throughout the country. And however, the Constitution also grants freedom of religion and the right to equality among all citizens. According to 2008 Gallup poll, Sri Lanka was the third largest religious country in the world, with 99% of Sri Lankans saying that religion is an important part of their daily life. Next slide, please.
The religion in Paraguay, the religious identities of the people of Paraguay is oriented towards Christianity and specifically the Catholic Church. And only a small percentage of the population follow indigenous religions.
Tourism in Sri Lanka. Tourism attractions in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is also a land of strategic contrast and spectacular beauty due to its competitors. All the coast visitors can explore amazing beaches, safari tours, guided walks through ancient cities, experience the culture and bit of modern Sri Lanka. Next slide.
Tourism in Paraguay. There are numerous places where we can practice adventure tourism in Paraguay. Several of them have prepared of an infrastructure that allows the practice of extreme sports, zip lining, rappelling, hiking through thick forest, up and down of hills and streams that invite you to restful. Activities include walks, hiking in sulky, cavalcades, guided tours, among others. One can also perform educational scientific research in the various reserves, observing the fauna and flora, part of the characteristic space in rural areas. Paraguay's protected areas are found throughout the territory. And that's all. So thank you for watching.
Thank you. Good job, you guys also. So I would like to invite next team C, Sparkles. You can present now.
Good morning, Paraguay, and good evening, Sri Lanka. Today, me and my co-members are here to present about the cultural difference between both our countries on behalf of Shigave. Culture plays a major role in every society, which comes from our grandparents and is still followed by our generation too. Myself, Dhananji, Joha, Anto, and Gishanis will talk you throughout the presentation for more understandings. Over to you, Anto.
Hi everyone, the content of our presentations will be about the popular cultural food in both countries, natives and religions, traditional festivals, language and clothing, traditional dances, and famous places within both countries. To you, Dhananji.
Yes, Anto. So, yes, Anto, now let's see about the food in Sri Lanka. Mainly we eat rice, which is very common in Sri Lanka, served with curries. Other food we consume are mainly made by flour like pittu, roti, spin hoppers, kottu is. This is also very popular where they cut flour, fry with vegetables and serve with some meat curry. Basically everything is flour made but differently cooked. Over to you, Anto.
Most of our food in Paraguay are salty. One of them are chipa, beju, Paraguayan soup, chipa wasu, palio mascada, pastel mandio, and bori bori. Chipa, beju, And pastel mandio, most of them are eaten in a festival called San Juan, and bori is most eaten at lunch. The Paraguayan soup is a soup that is solid, but bori is a soup that is liquid. Next slide. To you, Dhananji.
Natives and religion. Sri Lanka is a multi-religion country where we have Buddhists, Hindus, Christians, Catholics, and Muslims. Our natives were said to be peasants who lived a simple life, hunting and eating raw field meat. Anto?
Most of our country is about people that are Catholics, and our natives are called Guaraníes.
Next slide. Moving on, we have traditional festivals. Hindus celebrate Mahashivaratri, Pongal, etc., lighting oil lamps around the houses. Buddhists celebrate Vesak Poson Asal Perahara by making lanterns, dressing up elephants, and lighting lamps. Christmas by the Catholic where they decorate a tree and share gifts, and the Muslims celebrate Ramadan where they fast for 30 days and celebrate the last day. Over you to Anto.
Our traditional festivals in Paraguay are Feast of San Blas, Virgin of Candelaria, Feast of Immaculate Conception, Ñanduti Festival, Feast of San Juan, Holy Week, and Festival del Piracaldo. Feast of San Juan is most about making a traditional games and also eat traditional food with our family or with friends. Next slide, please. There you can see all the photos about the traditional festivals about Sri Lanka and Paraguay. Next one. To you, Monse.
So I'm going to talk about the language and clothing. Paraguay, it's a bilingual country. That means most of our population speak two languages, which are Guarani and Spanish. Our clothing, women wear tupoi, that is like a fabric, a special fabric with long skirts of different colors, and men usually wear white t-shirts of aopoi and black pants. Now Gishani will explain you the Sri Lankan language and clothing. Gishani. Well, I think Ishan is not there.
I'll take over. So, as we can see here, now let's see about the Sri Lankans' language and clothing. We speak three languages, Sinhala, Tamil, and English. Then we have our men wearing sarong and waiti. You can see in the next picture. And the ladies, women wear osari, a draped sari, and saris worn normally in Sri Lanka. Over to you, Monse.
Next slide, please. So about the traditional dances, we have many dances like the bottle of dance, the bottle dance. Also, we have calopera and polka. And here says cumbia, but cumbia is like more a Latin America thing. Back to you, Christina.
Yeah, Monse. So next we have the traditional dancing in Sri Lanka. We have Kandian, which is like three kinds, which goes as Udarata, Patharata, and Sabragamu Natum. And then we have the Tamil dances, which is Bharatanatyam, which is a classical dance basically. So over to you, Monse.
Next slide. About the famous places in both countries, Paraguay has the Lopez Palace. This is where the president works. Then we have Independence House. This was a very important house to our independence. Then we have the Pantheon of Heroes. This is where some of our greatest heroes of history, of our history are. Then we have Iguazu Falls, Mondadu Falls. These are very beautiful. Then we have the Jesuit ruins. These are very old. And also we have the Cathedral of Cacupe and La Costanera. This is like a road that borders the Paraguayan river. And back to you, Christina.
Yeah, Monse. I know I'm echoing, I'm so sorry. The traditional places in Sri Lanka, there are many sacred places in Sri Lanka and many historical places, still with their architecture and all those stuff. Siguri is one of the famous places, still amazes with its architectures and structures. Likewise, there's a golden temple where they have the tooth of Lord Buddha and more. That's all in my end. Over to you, Monse.
This is the end of our presentation. Thank you all.
Good job, you all guys. So next, I would like to invite Team E, Shrikapi.
We just presented.
Team E, okay. Then let's go. I would like to invite.
Oh, Team E, I'm sorry. Team E is Team Sparkles. So we can present right now.
Okay, sure.
Hi everyone, we're Team E, Team Sparkles, and we're gonna present the cultural difference between Paraguay and Sri Lanka. Next slide, please, Bianca. Next, please. Paraguay is a bilingual country. That is an important characteristic. We speak both languages, Guarani and Spanish. 80% of people speak both languages. And we have in gastronomy, main ingredients are meat, corn, manioc, and the popular food here are sopa, chipaguasu, and also mbeju, which is made with ingredients mixed with uvia.
Yes, next slide, please. Okay, Paraguayan people use a lot of hair. We call it here yerba mate, and we use it to make a cold drink we call tereré. It is very popular here in Paraguay. Next, please. The music In the traditional music is polka and guarania. We listen one music and the last session, if you remember, that was a guarania. Next slide, please. And in crafts, main arts are tissues. We call them, for example, nyanduti is the example in the slide. The flower looks like a flower. And in the weavers, aopoi is the name. And also we use ceramic and leathers to create things, forms. Next slide.
Now we are going to see Sri Lankan culture. Next slide. There are mainly two language speakers in Sri Lanka. While the Sinhalese people speak Sinhala as their mother tongue, the Tamil people speak Tamil as their mother tongue. English is also widely spoken. Sinhala is spoken by about 17 million people in Sri Lanka, more than 14 million of whom are native speakers. About 20% of the total population speak Tamil. Both Tamil and Sinhala are official languages. Next slide. Rice is a common and daily meals in Sri Lanka. Makes variety of dishes with rice like biryani, dum biryani, fried rice. But rice and curry is the most common food. Rice is a stable and usually consumed daily, and it can be found at any special occasion, while spicy curries are favorite dishes for lunch and dinner. A very popular alcoholic drink is toddy or attract, both made from palm tree sap. Rice and curry refers to a range of Sri Lankan dishes. Sri Lankan also eat kopas, called apa, which can be found anywhere in Sri Lanka. Over to you, Asan.
Thank you, Paula. Next slide, please. So the Sinhala and Tamil New Year is the biggest festival in Sri Lanka, which is which take place in April 14th. Both Sinhala and Tamil people celebrate it with their own customs, but with lots of shared elements. It is sort of work like a harvest festival. It filled with traditional clothes, foods, music, and games. In the screen, you can see typical Aurudu food table, a beautiful art named Kolam Rata, and a traditional Kottapura, it's sort of like an extreme version of pillow fighting, and also Aurudu music. And it's also a major holiday in Sri Lanka. So a lot of people take this day to travel to their relatives and friends. So it is a beautiful festival to rebond with your loved ones again. Next slide, please. In terms of religion, Buddhism takes majority of the country, marking it as 70%. Then Hinduism comes in second as 12.6%, and also Islamism and Christianity also present in this country. All of these religions, races, and customs combined make a diverse, colorful culture and gives us tons of holidays. Next slide, please. So with that, we Team Sparkle send our presentation, and thank you all.
Good job, you guys. So next, I would like to invite Team G Split Up.
Good morning to those in Paraguay and good evening to Sri Lankans. Let me start our presentation of culture difference between Sri Lanka and Paraguay. Next slide. We have divided our presentation into four main parts. There are religion, festival, food, clothes. What is the culture? Culture is the characteristic and knowledge of the particle of the group of people. Now let's move into the next subtopic. I invite to Claudia to continue the presentation.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, I'm sorry. And Paraguay is the Paraguay culture is the product of the miscegenation between Guarani and Spaniards, and it's a fusion of Guarani culture with the Spanish culture.
Sri Lankan culture. Sri Lankan culture is best known abroad for its cricket, food, holistic medicine, religious icon like the Buddhist flags, cultural exports such as tea, cinnamon, and gems. Sri Lankan culture is diverse as it varies from region to region. Sri Lanka has had ties with Indian subcontinent from ancient times.
The Roman Catholicism is the most popular religion in Paraguay. There are approximately 5-7 million of Catholics in Paraguay.
Thank you, Claudia. In Sri Lanka, Buddhism is the biggest religion with 7.2% of the population practicing the religion. Then there are Hindus with 12.6%, Muslim with 9.7%, and Christians with 7.4%. The census indicates the most Muslims are Sunni, while the Christians are mainly Roman Catholic. Thank you.
Paraguay has two official languages, Spanish and Guarani.
In Sri Lanka, there are three official languages. Main majority are used Sinhala and minority Tamil and English.
Paraguay typical food are chipa, sopa paraguaya, bori bori. And our typical drink is called tere.
In Sri Lanka, main foods are rice and curry. In special occasions, we use our seeds dishes and dishes. In sweets, kondekau, cookies, alua, and milk rice. Alua is the most sweetest one. And Tamil people, dosa, idli, and vade are mostly used.
Okay, typical clothes in Paraguay. For women, we have tupoi that is made of aopoi fabric. Is white neckline embroidered in black or red. Has a U lace sleeve, and the skirt is gathered. Is long to the ankles. It has one or two gathered ruffles at the bottom. The fabric is soft, slight, is soft in color, and is preferably white. And for man, we have the shirt that is white, made in aopoi, embroidered in white or in white on the chest, is the cuff and neck. The trousers are straight, black in color, and the girdle is black silk or wool with fringe at the ends. Nowadays, the multicolored girdle is used, bright of cotton that the natives make. The scarf is white or black, tied around the neck, and the hat is piri with black ribbon, or as we see there, with the color of the national flag, and usually a poncho too.
Thank you, Angel. Sari is a traditional dress of Sri Lanka female. Sari is the purely women's clothing. The traditional Candian sari is the popular attire in the Sri Lanka. Sarang, traditional dress of Sri Lankan male. Like other South Asia countries, sarang are also the basic attire for men in Sri Lanka. I hand over to the angel to continue the presentation.
Thank you. Okay. In Paraguay, we have San Juan Ara. That is a big festivity. Is in English is Saint John's Day. It celebrates the 24th of June and lasts practically the entire month of June, or even earlier in the last weeks of May. It's a big popular festivity where tradition, gastronomy, and belief are mixed. The Holy Week or Semana Santa is one of the biggest Christian holidays in Paraguay. These days are a combination of religious celebration and tradition of the Paraguayan culture. It is customary that on Palm Sunday, the parishioners come to the church with palms so that they are blessed. We also have Paraguayan Christmas. Next. Slide, please. Paraguayan Christmas that is celebrated on December 25th of each year, but the celebration begins or starts the day before at night. Each Paraguayan home, whether in the country or abroad, prepares in advance for Christmas Eve, where the clerico, the pork, the chipaguazú, and the Paraguayan soup, among other dishes, cannot be missed. Next to Rashmi.
Thank you, Angel. If you look into the festivals in Sri Lanka, our country has multicultural society, so there are different festivals related to different religions. Sinhala and Tamil New Year is one of them. It is generally celebrated on 13th April or 14th April. It is major festival celebrated by the Sinhalese and most of the Tamil in Sri Lanka. On that day, family members wear new clothes and exchange gifts. We also take our New Year meals at an auspicious time. There are many special foods like milk rice, kaum, cookies, asmi, etc. Diwali is another special festival. It's mostly celebrated by Sri Lankan Tamils. Traditional rituals include lighting of small lamps to banish evil spirits. The lamps symbolize hope for bright future. Claudio, can you move to the next slide? If we look into the Ramazan festival, it is celebrated by Sri Lankan Muslims. Ramadan lasts for about 30 days, and during this time period, Muslim people do fasting. They devote more time to prayer and acts. Charities striving to improve their self-discipline to motivate by hadith. In another special festival in Sri Lanka is Vesak. It is very colorful festival which is celebrated in May. In Sri Lanka, Vesak is the biggest festival of Buddhists. We commemorate 3 precious incidents of Lord Buddha. Buddhists observe Sil and they make Vesak lanterns with decorating everywhere. Some people give dansals and many Jataka stories are exhibited by them. Buddhists also send Vesak cards to wish each other. Then this is the end of our presentation of cultural difference between Sri Lanka and Paraguay. These are the team members of Team Spirit Up. Thanks to everyone who paid attention to our presentation.
Good job, you guys. So next, I would like to invite Team F Amigos. You can present now.
Good morning to Paraguay and good afternoon, good evening to Sri Lanka. We are amigos. We are going to present about cultural difference between Sri Lanka and Paraguay.
We start with the national symbols. From Paraguay, Well, the anthem of Paraguay is his name is itself Himno Nacional, anthem of the country. It doesn't have a proper name like others, and the the anthem itself was written in the 18th century by an Uruguayan man called Francisco Acuña de Figueroa. The national flower is blue crown passion, or as we call it here in Paraguay, the mburucuyá flower. The national tree is the lapacho or tayud. That tree is can grow as high as 20, 30 meters. And in July or August, its flowers appear and have pink flowers, also white or yellow. And in this time of the year, if you watch Asunción from above, you can see the streets are coated in pink because of that tree. The national bird is the bar-throated bellbird, or huira campana as we call it. The name is because that bird makes a sound like a bell. The animal is the pampas fox, or named here aguaraguazú. It's like they call it fox, but that animal, it's not related at all with foxes or others. It's like a wolf that is apart from others. Gemstones, well, we don't have here. The works jewelry are done in a city called Luque. Filigree is one of the works that they do, like they work with gold and silver. And of course, the sport here is the football, is the main one.
Sri Lanka Mother is the national anthem for Sri Lanka. The national flower is blue water lily. The national tree is nar tree. The national bird is jungle fowl. The animal is giant squirrel. The national most usable gemstone is blue sapphire, and the national sports is volleyball. This is the Sri Lanka flag and the Sri Lanka logo. The flag of Sri Lanka, also called the lion flag, consists of the golden lion holding a sword in its right front paw, in front of the dark red background with the 4 gold bow leaves, one in each corner. Around the background is a yellow border, and to its left are vertical strips of equal size in green and saffron, with the saffron close to the lion. The lion represents the Sinhalese ethnicity and the bravery of the Sri Lankan nation, while the 4 bow leaves represents Metha, Karuna, Midita, and Ubeka. The orange script represent the Sri Lankan Tamil. The green script represent the Sri Lankan Moors, and the Mooran background represent the majority of Sinhalese. Like the lion, this is the color used in early flags of the Sri Lankan kings. Richard?
So for the Paraguayan flag, we have is a three-colored flag. The red means is for the justice, the white is for the peace, and the blue is for the freedom. The seal that we see says República del Paraguay, Republic of Paraguay. It has a branch of palm and other of olive, and At the other side of the flag, it has another seal that has a lion and a Phrygian cap. It's the only flag that has two seals in it, and that makes it unique among others. So in Paraguay, here the original natives are the Guaranis. They were here before the Spanish conquerors arrived. They arrived in what is now Asunción, and they allied, or the Guaranis allied with the Spanish conquerors, and they helped them to reach Peru and what is now Buenos Aires in the country of Argentina. They helped them with what they wanted to do. The religion here in Paraguay is the Catholicism, but other Christian denominations have followers too, like between the Mennonite immigrants that came here in the 19th century, and their religion spread to among the people here too. But the Constitution says that we don't have an official religion, but in reality, most of a lot of decisions are made in base of the Catholic religion, like the days and that. And the languages are Spanish and Guarani. Almost all of the Paraguayan people speaks, understand, and writes and reads Spanish, but the Guarani is other story. It's not like 100% people understands Guarani, because in 1960, 1970, there were a dictatorship, and in that dictatorship, they ordered that the Guarani was banned to speak it in the streets or in public. So the parents only spoke Guarani to their sons inside the house. So like speaking Guarani was a bad thing to them in that moment. And that's why now in the big cities, most people don't understand it. Like people of 35 years or less, the majority don't understand and doesn't speak Guarani. And the foods that we have are chipa, mbeyu, sopa paraguaya, bori. Those are foods based on what we call here mandioca and corn, and that is our foods. The next.
Sri Lanka. The culture of Sri Lanka has been influenced by many factors, but has managed to retain much its ancient aspects. Mostly it has been influenced by its long history and its Buddhist heritage. The country has rich architecture traditions, embracing the fine arts, including music, dance, and visual arts. Sri Lankan lifestyle is reflected in the festivals and sports. South Indian influence are visible in many aspects. There are some influence from colonization by the Portuguese and the Dutch and the British. Sri Lankan culture is the best known abroad for its cricket, food, medicine, religion like Buddhist flag, and culture exports such as tea, cinnamon, and the gems. The architecture of the Sri Lanka display a rich variety of architectural forms and styles. Buddhism had a significant influence on Sri Lankan architecture. However, techniques and styles developed in Europe and Asia have also played in a major role of the architecture of Sri Lanka. The Vedas are the original natives. There are main four religions in Sri Lanka: Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity. There are three official languages used in Sri Lanka: Sinhala, Tamil, and English. The Sinhala is the mother tongue of the Sinhalese ethnic group, which is the largest in Sri Lanka. It belongs to the Aryan branch of European languages. Sinhala is spoken by 16 million people in Sri Lanka, about 13 million who are native speakers. It is one of the constitutionally recognized official language of Sri Lanka, along with Tamil, which has its origin in South India. Most Sri Lankans can speak English. Of course, their brand of English may sound a bit strange at first. Some struggle with English, and that sometimes due to the lack confidence. Just enjoy the experience, and if you can learn little Sinhala, the Sinhalese will go out of their way to help you, because you have done out of your way to learn the language. The two biggest influence of Sri Lankan music are from Buddhism and Portuguese. Buddhism arrived in Sri Lanka after the Buddha visit in 300 BC, while the Portuguese arrived in 15th century, bringing with the Kartiga ballads and ukli and guitar along to the African slaves, who further diversified the musical roots of the island. These slaves were called Kafriha, and their dance music and called Baila. Traditional Sri Lankan music includes the hypothic drums. Drumming was the very much parcel of music in Buddhist and Hindu temples in Sri Lanka. Most western parts of Sri Lanka follows Western dancing and music. The Sri Lanka, the most popular festival is the Sinhala Tamil New Year. Is the very cultural event on the island. The festival falls in April when the sun moves on the mean Rasiya. Unusually, both the end of the one year and the beginning of the next occur not at night, but the separate times determined by astrologers, with the period somehow between being a time where one is expected. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Good job, you guys. So next, I would like to invite again Team D. No distance. You can continue you missed a part.
Yeah, first I beg my apologies for the technical error. Let us continue from here. Sri Lanka has, when we consider Sri Lanka, we can divide those festivals into two parts. First one is religious, and second one is nationality. By religion, we can categorize Vesak, Poson, Asala, Ramasan, and those religious festivals for them. And for nationality, we can categorize Thai Pongal, Mahashivaratri, and major one is Sinhala and Tamil New Year. As one, every Sri Lankan celebrate this Sinhala and Tamil New Year, sharing and sharing, do a lot of things. And that's my end. Over to you, Tobias.
Thank you, Tarindu. So in Paraguay, we also have festivals such as Dia de San Blas, Carnival, Verbana de San Juan, Transchacorelli, Enduti Festival, and Oktoberfest. So many of these festivals are inheritance of the Catholic religion, like the Verbana de San Juan or the Day of San Blas. And Oktoberfest is a festival inherited from the Germans. And we also have the Carnival, which is the inheritance of the Brazilians. Thank you, and over to you, Subhashi.
Thank you. I'm Subhashi. I'm going to talk about food difference of Sri Lanka and Paraguay. Sri Lankans' main food is rice. We eat rice with various kind of curries. Sri Lankans have delicious snacks like lavaria and paniapa. Empanda is snack of Paraguayans, and it is a thin dough of bread, short crust of puff pastry filled with a salty preparation. As Sri Lankans, we also eat this food as snack, but we call this food as patties. Over to you, Tanya.
Thank you, Subhashi. In the case of Paraguay, for example, the main food is bori bori. It's a soup made with cornmeal. And for snacks, we have empanada. It's a fried duff filled with some kind of meal. And chipa, a baked duff filled with cheese, starch, and anise. So next, please. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you all in Guarani for listening. It was a pleasure sharing here today.
Good job, you guys. So now Sakuni and Chatuni are ready with another engaging, super fun session. Am I right, Sakuni and Chatuni?
Of course, Teja. So we are here to guide you through the game, which is known as Movie Master. So myself and Punmina will guide you through this game. The link for the game is given in the chat, also as well as in the Zoom chat, as well as in the WhatsApp group. So you can log into this Kahoot website through this link, and then you have to add this pin to the this window as shown in the screen. So come on, everyone, you people can join now, and remember to add this pin. It's better if you could join through your phone. Hurry up, everyone. So once you join, you will get another window. Once you type the PIN, you will get another window where you have to write the nickname. So for the nickname, you have to write your code name first, which is like A01, B01, likewise, and then keep a space and write your nickname. So using the code will be easier way for us to find the winner at the end. Okay, so hurry up, everyone. So you can see in the screen how you have to fill your nickname. Hurry up, you only have 2 minutes to log into the game. Your time starts now. I can see some people have joined, others also please join. So Punmina is also here.
Hello.
You can add
Yes.
some things.
Yes. So given that you guys have only 2 minutes, so hurry up. This session is going to be really fun, and we expect your active participation.
So once you join, when we start the game, the first question will be a trial question. So you have to select the correct answer from the given 4 answers. Faster
when you have to choose the answer very fast, and also depending on the how quick you are and how accurate you are, the marks will be increased. I think the time is running, so join everyone. I still only can see 29 people. What about the others?
Our numbers up to 30 now. So, okay, 32 now. So the others, please hurry up. You got to start soon.
We only have another 1 minute, so hurry up. If you're facing any difficulty, you can unmute yourself and ask, or else put in the chat. So has everyone joined? Anyone who couldn't join?
I think everyone has joined the session.
Yes, right. Can we start now then?
Yeah, shall we proceed?
Okay. So the first question is a trial question. Punvina, you can start.
Yes. So the trial question is, who is not a character in the Marvel universe? You have Doctor Doom, Deadpool, Daredevil, and Deadshot. Click on the color which appears on your mobile phone, and that will correspond to which corresponds to the answers presented here. So hurry up, guys! You only have 15 seconds left.
We are getting 29 answers now.
Rate is good.
Yeah. Hurry up, everyone. Just simply click on the answer. Okay. That's a quite good startup, right?
Yes. We have 13.
13. Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is counted as the marking questions. Okay, so we have a winner. Okay, next question. How many movies are there in the Harry Potter movie franchise? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we got 24 answers.
Very fast.
Yeah.
We have many Potterheads.
Yeah, I think. Okay, we got 11 seconds left. Okay. I think everyone has given the answer, right? Okay, we got 22 correct answers. Oh, what happened to other people? Okay, we can see the scoreboard now, right? Okay. We got the winners like this, and moving on to next question, Lumina.
Question number 3 is, who is the director of Tintin? James Cameron, Peter Jackson, Steven Spielberg, or Linda Hamilton? So hurry up, guys. Okay, we're getting answers.
Yeah.
5 seconds left.
Yes, hurry up, everyone. 1 second left. Okay. Okay, that's quite good, right? 11,
That
but
was
not
a
the
hard
majority.
one, but yes, guys, you're right. So it's Steven Spielberg, who's the director of Tintin.
Let's see the scoreboard.
And
yeah.
we
got Angie.
at the top.
Yeah.
Madhushan and then Ashir.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Next question. Which country made the film Godzilla, King of the Monsters? US, Japan, China, UK. Okay, we are getting the answers. And a reminder, the quicker you choose the correct answer, you'll get more marks, okay? So be fast and be accurate.
Yes, have a sharp mind and quick fingers.
Yeah,
Basically what you do.
exactly. Okay.
Most of you got it right.
Yeah, great. Let's see the scoreboard then. Okay. First place is changed. It has changed. Madhushan has come to the first place.
Yes.
And Angie is in the second place.
Then we have Ashir. All right. So let's move on.
Yes.
The question is, who acted the role of Captain Jack Sparrow? Was it Johnny Depp, Billy Zane, John Lando, or Tom Cruise? I think most of you all know this.
Yeah, this is the easy one. Okay.
Yeah, getting there.
I think everyone has answered, right? Oh no, we are getting 30.
We have
40 answers. That's great. Okay. Again.
Yes. We have, yes, you're right. It is Johnny Depp.
Okay. Let's see the scoreboard. Okay.
Oh, Dushan is still going strong. And then followed by Angie.
Yeah, right?
It's staying.
So we can't be, yeah, it seems like we can't beat them, right? Others?
Hurry up.
In which country was the film Harry Potter shot? United States, United Kingdom, Scotland, Netherlands. We are getting the answers. Easy question for Potterheads, I guess.
Most of it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Most of the people has chosen United Kingdom, but it's Scotland.
It's a trick question.
Yeah, tricky one. Only 8 got correct. Let's see the score. Okay, Madhushan is still at the first place, and now Jessica has come to the second place. Okay.
So, what is on an award ceremony where movies are awarded? BAFTA, Oscars, Billboard, or Golden Globes?
It's an easy one, right?
Hurry up, guys. You guys
Hurry
have 15 seconds and count. Yes, you guys are right. Billboard is actually one awarded to musical artists. So,
yes, exactly.
Yes, most people got it right, and
Okay,
Madhushan
again,
is still going strong.
yeah, right. He has secured the first place. Come on, others. Okay, we have changed in the second place. Ashen has come to the second place, and
we have
the
Hermie
third
as
place.
third.
Yeah, new person. Okay, let's go. Let's move on.
Yes.
Who played the role of Sophie in Sophie's Choice? Julia Roberts, Kate Winslet, Meryl Streep, Kate Blanchett. Hurry up.
The answers are coming.
Yeah.
You guys, 10 seconds left.
Come on, everyone. Okay, again, the majority got right?
Yes. It's very strong.
Yeah. Let's see the scoreboard. Okay, still the Madhushan is on the first place, Ashen at the second, and Hermie at the third. We can see a new name like Pink Panther has come to the upper level.
Yes. Yes, guys, come on, keep catching up. You guys can do it. Alright, so who is not a character in the Lord of the Rings movie franchise? Gandalf the White, Gandalf the Grey, Saruman the Black, and Saruman the White. Guys, hurry up.
Yeah. I think there are many Lord of the Rings fans too in our group, right?
Yes.
This may be an easy one for them. Okay, correct. Oh, they got confused among Saruman the White and the Black.
Yes. So
Okay.
the next proportion. So yes.
Okay.
Exactly, Saruman the Black.
Okay,
Let's
still
see.
Madhushan has secured the first place.
Hermie is at second now, and we have Pink Panther as our third. Oh,
Okay.
Right.
Let's move on. Who is the famous father-son duo out of following? Bilbo Baggins and Frodo Baggins, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, Severus Snape and Draco Malfoy, Benjamin Parker and Peter Parker.
I think this is also pretty easy.
Yeah, it is also easy.
It's very famous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're getting answers.
Yes. This phrase is literally everywhere. So pretty much
Yeah,
everyone
from
should
the
know.
Star Wars.
Especially that phrase. And still have Madhushan at the top.
Yeah. And Pink Panther is the second and Ashen the third.
Right.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Question is, what object was Toy Story's Woody originally? Was he a ventriloquist dummy, a puppet, a clown doll, or a nestling doll? Nestling doll, sorry.
I think these questions you only get the answer just by watching the film, right? You have to like be on the fandom and keep going with the fandom, right?
Exactly.
Okay, we got majority of correct answers again.
Yes, and he was a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh,
we have a
new first.
Okay.
Now Pink Panther has become the first and Madhushan has become the second.
But they're kind of like neck to neck. They have like a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
small gap.
There are like small gap. Yeah, you can catch up. So next question: who is not a professional wrestler that is in acting? Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, John Cena, Dave Bautista. Yeah, this is also an easy one, right? Okay, we are getting only 5 seconds.
The majority got it right this time.
Okay, so Jason Statham is not an wrestler. Here we got a quiet gap, right? Between the Pink Panther and Madhushan. Come on. Then again, a new third.
So the next question: what is not a song in the famous movie Frozen? For the first time in forever, do you want to build a snowman? Can you feel the love tonight? Or love is an open door? This again is pretty famous amongst the people who watch.
Okay, 10 seconds. Okay, the majority got the answer. You can feel the love tonight. He's not the Frozen song.
Pink Panther is going strong.
Yeah, there's quite a gap between those two, right? So
And
as
we
the
have
Tanya, we got as the third place.
Yes. You guys can still catch up. You guys still have time.
Hurry up and select the answer. Which out of these movies did Jet Li act? Chinese Zodiac, Expendables, Rush Hour, Karate Kid. "15 seconds.
Five seconds left.
So the correct answer is Expendables.
It was hard. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, still we have Pink Panther as the first place, right?
Yes, Pink Panther is going strong. And we have a new third.
Yeah, Saket has come to the third place.
Right.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. So what animal is Aslan in the Narnia movie franchise? Is he a dog, a tiger, a fox, or a lion? This is also pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay, 15 seconds left. Yeah. Hurry up, everyone. Okay, the majority got the answer again. Okay, still Pink Panther is on the first place and Madhushan the second, and third Saket. Okay, let's move on. Next question. Who was awarded the first Academy Award, Oscar, for the role of Joker in DC Universe? Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger. It is also an easy one, right? Come on, everyone. Got 15 seconds. Okay. Okay, the correct answer is Heath Ledger, and majority got that right. Pretty easy one. So let's move on to the next question. Still, we have the Pink Panther at the first place, and Madhushan at the second place, and Saketa on the third place. Okay, Pink Panther has a highest answer streak of 10. That's great, right? Let's move on. What is the famous movie of a movie with the character Troy Bolton? 17 Again, Pitch Perfect, High School Musical, Camp Rock. Okay, we are getting the answers. Hurry up. 10 seconds and counting. Hurry up.
Getting the answers first. Okay. Oh.
Okay, Munmina is back again.
Yes, apologies on my part. I disconnected.
Okay,
Sorry.
majority got the answer again, right?
Yes.
High School
Musical.
The scoreboard.
And let's see. Okay, we have Pink Panther still at first. And
Yeah.
then Madhushan.
The
And
gap has become very big, right?
yes, yes. Guys can still catch up. We can still have time.
Yeah. And as the third place, we got Tanya.
Right. In the Matrix, does Neo take the blue pill or the red pill? So the answer is red, blue, orange, or green.
The famous meme part from the movie.
Yes. There's so many memes regarding this part.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're getting the answers. Okay, the correct answer is red.
They're neck to neck there.
Yeah.
But yes, the answer is red.
Still, we got Pink Panther, the winner.
And we have Madhushan still. Let's still have the same places.
Okay, next one. Who actually drew the sketch of Rose in Titanic? Leonardo DiCaprio, Billy Zane, James Cameron, Kathy Bates. It's again a famous thing, right?
There's memes regarding this part also.
Okay, we are getting answers. 9 seconds only.
We're getting fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody's interested on that painting, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, the answer is James Cameron. 18 people got the correct.
Okay, so we have Saketa back at third.
And Pink Panther and Madhushan on the first two. Others can catch up, right?
Yes, 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 we still have time. So where was the Lord of the Rings movies filmed? Was it filmed in Ireland, Iceland, New Zealand, or Australia? Okay, we're getting the answers pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is a quite famous thing with the new series, right? Everybody's talking about this.
Yes.
Okay.
And yes, majority got it right, and it was filmed in New Zealand.
Yes. Let's see the scoreboard. Okay, we got a change in the positions, right?
Yes, so Saket is back at second.
Yeah, and Ashen at third.
Third, okay.
And Madhushan, you can catch up. And Tani also, you can catch up, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the last question, right, I guess?
Yes.
Which is not the name of a child selected to tour the Willy Wonka factory in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Billy Wap, Veruca Salt, Mike TV, Charlie Bucket. A movie from our childhood, I guess. Everybody has watched this.
It was like
during.
It was a one-of-a-kind film. So
yeah, exactly.
Guys, 10 seconds and counting.
Okay, we are getting answers.
Yes, you guys are right. And the kid who wasn't safe is Billy. The others, the all three were there. And
okay, let's see the winners, right? Okay, the podium is here for the winners.
At third, we have Ashin. And second, we have Saketa. And at first, we have Pink Panther. Alright, good job, guys.
Yeah, right. And congratulations for the winners. And we'd like to see them, right, Punwina?
Yes.
It's better if you could on your cameras and show your faces. We like to see you people. Pink Panther.
We have Ashen here.
Okay, we have Ashen here, the third place. Jessica, is it you, the Pink Panther?
Hi guys, that was me.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I was just checking the questions are really good, and yeah, I'm a movie fan, so very well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for participating and congratulations to the winners. So we can move on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
So you get one right. Learn English is interesting or difficult, but you are not alone. So next hour, organizing committee, JD. I'm sorry. Learning English is interesting or difficult, but you are not alone. So next hour, organizing committee is ready with an interesting item and its inspirational story about learning English. Looking for some motivation to learn English, our friends and ambassadors are as inspiring as guests. So over to you, Punmina.
Thank you, Tejas. So I am back. With a small introduction about myself. I'm Sakuni Punmina and I'm from Sri Lanka. And this is my story on how English has become a part of my life. So I'm starting off with a little backstory about myself. I was raised in an English-centric background. So in my country, in my country, our mother tongue is Sinhala, but when I was growing up, I grew up speaking English more than I used to speak Sinhala. So English automatically became one of my first languages, as you could say it. So English has always been a huge part of my life. I didn't necessarily have any difficulty learning it since it was already integrated into me growing up. But if I were to talk about a challenge I faced, I would say that since I didn't as fluently speak Sinhala as my friends, I didn't really like socialize very well, if that is a challenge you could say. But yeah, that is one of the main challenges I faced. Yeah, but as you know, kids can be mean. Anyways, that aside, English has helped me reach helped me reach huge milestones and has taken me a lot of places, especially after I entered university. I ended up volunteering in university. I ended up volunteering for numerous amounts of clubs, and as of present, I hold many positions, all due to the fact that I learn English. But as of this day, I'm still learning. I'm still learning the language. I'm still diving into the subject. I find it. How do you say? An inspirational method. It has helped me build firm friends, and it has really helped me bridge many gaps in my life. So I'm really thankful for the language. It is a very versatile and it's a very expressive language which can help people around the world communicate. And yes, I'm very thankful for what I have achieved using English. So, but not only me, there's also another person who too will discuss about her journey with English. So I pass the chance on to Leah. Leah, the chance is yours. Thank you. And
Thank you, Takuni. Hi, I'm Leah Araujo. I'm from Paraguay. I started learning English at school At that time, I didn't like to study English. I think this because I found it very boring. It was like when I was 12, 10 years old, I can remember. But later I started to consume like a lot of things in English when I was a teenager. I love many series and music in English. And without realizing it, I began to learn vocabulary in English. So really vocabularies. And I began to understand English just by listening. And so in that time was when I decided to learn English for serious. And so I started to look things in English, like some classes on YouTube and free classes in my country. But so in this year, like when the pandemic starts, maybe I joined to a real class, a real English class. And about my challenge, and I start to want to talk with some friends that I have in my country and another country and in English. And I have an interview for an internship a few days ago. And part of the interview, I have to talk in English. So that was a very hard, a really good experience for me. And I think that talk English opens so many windows for everyone. For example, for me, an internship or a grade, or also just for fun, you can enjoy so many things that you only can get in English. And my dad used to say that math is the only language that it's the same in all the world, but English it's tiny close to that because that I need to learn both. So because that I was studying English, and I think that. And sometimes I think that learn English is something that I feel like it's impossible to talk very well and everything about that. But in my own language, my maternal language, like it's Spanish, I'm still learning some stuff. It's the same for English for me, and for that I think that I have to will try every day, so I will improve my skills. And thanks for listening today.
Thank you so much, Sakuni and Leah. Motivation. We hope you all get inspired. So, Savindya is ready with another interesting session. Am I right, Savindya?
Yes, Teja, of course. I think now your spirits have been raised up after these competitive and enjoyable sessions. So guys, get ready to entertain yourself with a Sinhala song. I hope our friends from Paraguay will enjoy the song more than us because it's something new to them with a new language. So Mahesha Maharaji, this is your chance to perform Pratihari.
Meena desi
So it was an amazing performance. Thank you so much, Mahesha. So next thing is very important thing for us. Even we are students and undergraduates, every day we are collecting memories. So guys, to take a picture, can you please switch on your cameras for a moment?
Okay, so we are taking the photo in 3, 2, 1, cheese. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Tej.
So guys, I need to remind you of this. The last day of our program is next day. So we're having a really important panel discussion on that day. In this, you can get a lot of knowledge. So I kindly request all of you not to miss and definitely to join us. Over to you, Samida.
Yes, Teja. So I hope all you guys had an amazing day and enjoyed every moment of like I said in beginning. So with the time, now we came to the end of our session. So I thank all of you who joined with us today with this valuable session. So guys, have a great weekend and stay safe you all. Thank you.